This is Tyrone Holmes, the founder and CEO of the Minnesota Fidelis. We want to welcome you back to another power-packed broadcast of the Trauma Network for Men. Boy, we got something good for you today. You better watch out. Good God from Zion.
We about to burn them up.
Boy, we've been talking about, I've been telling Josh for the last couple of weeks.
That's Brother Josh.
Brother, what I say?
I've been telling Josh.
Oh, brother Josh.
You got to include the brother.
Okay, brother. I ain't mean to offend you, brother.
We got to get one for Katie. Says Brother Katie.
Brother Katie. I know, right? Exactly. I've been telling Brother Josh over the last couple of weeks, we're going to be dealing with men and animals. And some of y'all may think that's kind of strange, but we have to deal with that because, see, sometimes in life, when we look at men, Brother Josh, and look at animals, sometimes we act like animals.
Yep.
And our behaviors, we do. You know, because the animal, he lives by instinct. A human.
We got like a dog.
Yeah, and sometimes we do like that. So,
dog.
So yeah. So we're gonna get down and dirty.
Get down with it.
We're gonna get down and dirty today with our broadcast as usual. We want to thank you also so very much for continuing to watch our broadcast and supporting us. We are fast approaching 40,000. I think when I checked it last night, I think we're at 39,000 right now. So we're right at the brink of 40,000. So we thank each and every one of you for all your support and all that you have been doing for us and letting people know about the broadcast. I know we added a couple more subscribers onto YouTube. Yes, that's one thing I do want to remind you of. Please tell your friends about the broadcast and ask them to go on YouTube under Minnesota Fidelis and become a subscriber. It don't cost you a dime. It don't cost you nothing. All we want you to pass the broadcast on to others so they can help. It can help them just like it's helping you as well. All right. So we want to thank you for all your support. Well, Brother Josh, let's get down and dirty with this today because this is going to be off the charts. I'm ready, brother. I'm ready. We got Brother Josh going to read our scriptures and we're going to get on in.
All right. What's that?
Right here, brother.
I know, but what's that?
What's what?
22, 23.
That's all Genesis.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure. All right, our scripture today comes from Genesis chapter 2.
Yes.
18 through 23, but it's broken up into different areas.
Yes.
18 states, when God created mankind, there was only one time when he did something wasn't good. He said something wasn't good. It is not good for man to be alone.
Oh, okay.
I will make a companion who will help him.
All right. That's woman. All right.
Next, God made all the animals to include dogs.
Okay.
But still, there was no companion suitable for him.
All right. Okay.
It wasn't until God created Eve that Adam exclaimed, "At last!"
Yes.
With big stars in his eyes. I'm sure. Adam sighed deeply and something stirred in his heart and body that he never felt before.
Yes.
She is part of my own flesh and bone.
Yes.
She will be called woman because she was taken out of man.
Exactly.
Praise be to God.
All right, that's good. All right, title for our discussion for this evening will be Man and Dog, Best Friends Till the End. Why do men act like dogs when it comes to eating, fighting, and sex? And why don't men act like a man of compassion, love, sensitivity, the way God created them to be?
Woo!
Brother Josh, when we first looked at that title, what came to your mind about men and dog and the relationship men and dog have?
They're man's best friend. They always side by side.
They always side by side. Always side. It always seems that whenever something's going wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna tell this story.
Go ahead, brother.
Remember I told you I had a Rottweiler Angus, right?
Okay.
That dog loved me, man. I don't know what it was about that dog. I don't know what it was, but I loved him and he loved me.
Yes,
he would sleep with me. He would lay at the table with me. He would go out for walks with me. That dog loved me, man.
So what did just out of your experience with the dog, Angus? What do you feel drew y'all together, and what you think the bond was? And what did y'all?
Oh, I'm gonna get to that question too. You got to re-ask me that one in a second. What I was gonna say was about Angus was that animals know, especially dogs, know when we're sad.
Sure, absolutely,
angry.
Absolutely.
Cause I was really sad one day, and I think Angus felt it, and he came by and sat right next to me, and I petted him, and I felt better. Dogs know what we're going
Yeah, they can
through.
pick up because they have instincts.
Exactly.
Yes, and they can sense when something is wrong, or they can sense if it's a happy occasion something going on, they can sense that as well. So that's what I guess since we're gonna talk about this, I guess that's why animals are you know, let me put it this way. You know, when people get injured, like if you look at the people that come back from the military, the men and women come back from the military, they have the dogs to go in to cheer them up, or sick people, because it's something about the instinct of a dog that can have more compassion on a human being than other human beings have on each other. If you go back to scripture, it says that there was once a man. His name was Lazarus. All right, and if you look at scripture in Luke, I think it's Luke.
Yes, Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead.
Yeah, not that Lazarus. Another Lazarus. It was another Lazarus. He went to the rich man's house, which his name is Dives, which means rich man. All right, and the rich man used to have all the best of everything laid on the table. In today's language, we have steak, we have shrimp, we got lobster. Anything you think of, he had. But the man, the beggar, which was Lazarus, the beggar, came to the man's house every day begging for crumbs, right? The man would not even give him the crumbs off his table, but the dog had more compassion on him because he licked the man's sores. That goes right back to what we're talking about here. Because a dog can pick up a scent. They can pick up certain things that's going on to make you feel better. And that dog may whine, or something like that to let you know, he wants to be with you, or he want to go out with you. That's why you leave dogs in the house and they see you, especially if you got a good bond, they'll start crying as soon as you leave. Because they want that connection. Go ahead, brother.
To answer your question, what drew me to Angus,
Mm-hmm.
I think that he sensed in me that I would love him.
Okay. Did you get him as a puppy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I knew him as a puppy, but then I
Okay.
got in trouble and got.
Okay.
But yeah, when we first got him, I wanted to call him Little Meatball.
Meatball.
Cause he was about that big,
Wow.
but he had a stomach that looked like Meatball.
Wow. Okay.
And then he started biting my ankles and I said, "Nah, Diablo is your name." By the way,
Wow.
I think that the way that the bond happened was because he knew I wasn't gonna hurt him.
Right. Was he ever abused as a puppy?
No.
Okay.
We got him. We got him.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I feel that there were certain things I picked up in him,
Mm-hmm.
and that he picked up in me.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. Great. All right. Well, let's get on. Let's get into it, brother. Let's see what's going on.
What is the meaning of instinct?
Yes. Very important.
An instinct is a behavior that is acted out, not done by free will or choice.
All right.
Animals react to things without thinking about it.
That's right.
We do that too.
We do that. We do. We do a lot of things without.
We jump to conclusions before we even think about it.
Yes, we do. We do. That's right.
We need to be proactive and not
And
reactive.
reactive. That's right. I taught you all that. That's
See,
right.
We're reactive. We're not
Well,
proactive.
that's right.
We don't think about what's going to happen
That's
at
right.
that moment
That's
until
right.
we do it.
That's right. I was thinking about that this morning when I was driving about KD, and I was things just going through my mind. This God speaking to my spirit and said, teach him about being not being reactive, but be proactive. Always have things in place. Because when you react to a situation, you're already behind the 8 ball already.
Yep.
You're already, because now you're being reactive and your emotions are taking over. And then when your emotions take over something, you're not going to make the right decision. That's right.
It's over for
That's
you.
right. Absolutely. All right.
What is animal instinct?
Let's break this down
That
there.
was human instinct.
All right, now we're going to get to human instinct, but instinct in general, what you just said, behavior.
Oops. I skipped one. What is animal instinct?
Mm-hmm.
I skipped that one. Animal instinct may be hereditarily what?
Based. It takes over whatever that breed of animal is,
Right.
is just that natural instinct that they have.
This means that traits are passed on from generation to generation.
Right. That's right.
As time goes on, traits that are more likely to help the species survive remain.
Yes.
And traits that do not may eventually disappear.
Yes.
This is in direct relation to the preservation of the animal.
Yes.
This is also related to natural selection.
All right. So basically, all that's saying is a snake is going to act like a snake.
That's all it knows how to do.
That's all he knows. You're right. A dog is going to act like a dog. A bear is going to act like a bear. And go ahead.
We as humans, we're gonna act like man because that's all we know how to act.
Exactly.
But see, we dogs when it comes to certain stuff.
Exactly right. So we have to make the distinction there because Animals gonna do what their breed tells them to do. That's what's in them. That's what makes them survive because of that instinct. If they go outside of the instinct, then they're not going to survive because they're doing things that they're not used to, they're not accustomed to. Same thing with man. When man gets out of the realm of what God created him for, he destroys himself. All right, let's get on down, brother. Get on down.
What is human instinct?
All right, let's break this down.
Instinct is an inherent behavior,
Yes.
a fixed action pattern that is unlearned.
Oh, so if it's unlearned,
We haven't learned it yet.
okay, that's right. That's true too. Because if you haven't learned something, you can't unlearn it. But if it's a natural instinct, really, we as men, no, I ain't gonna say that right now. But I'm wait till later. Wait till later.
Burn them up later
I'm
on.
waiting till later. I'll deal with that later. I was gonna say something, but I'll wait till later because it's gonna come back later. Go ahead.
Sorry, I guess the mental illness again. I tell you, I blank out sometimes. Nothing to do with you. See, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes, like, I hear things, but I don't hear things. So I'll be like,
Okay.
no, because the other day I was in my. They're gonna laugh at me. The other day I was in my room, and I could have swore that I heard my housemate next to me calling my name. I'm gonna tell you what really gets me with
What's
this.
that?
I'll be laying on the bed, I'll be thinking my phone ringing. So I'll be like, then I hear sound like my ringtone, I'm like, oh,
All right. I hear you, brother. All right.
gets on my nerves.
Animals are born.
No. Animals are born with certain instincts which are common to all those in their breed.
That's correct.
That's what we just said.
Mm-hmm.
Some instinctual behaviors require a certain amount of
Maturation.
maturation before they begin.
That's correct.
The most obvious one is the instinct to mate and propagate.
That's right. That means to produce more babies.
This animal instinct is, of course, inherent in human beings.
That's right. We got that same instinct.
Is that psychoanalysis?
Psychoanalysis. That's right.
Sometimes referred to this behavior and aggressions as motivational forces,
Yes.
rather than natural animal instincts.
All right.
When applied to human beings, the term animal instincts refers to those of our urges that are not really logical.
Oh, so we're not thinking then. So
we're thinking with our other head.
all right then. So that's that. There comes the difference then, and we're gonna get into the differences because animals have a natural instinct. Men were not created with a natural instinct. They have a thinking mechanism that God gave them the right to choose right from wrong. And some of us, we don't think. That's right. So what happens is when we don't think, then we turn into an instinct, what dogs do, and we follow after what they do, because since we do have that bond, we start acting more like them instead of using our head, instead of using our second head.
Raw dog.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start thinking. Men, you don't think. That's the problem. We don't think. That's why
Hold up.
What? Let me finish my thought. We don't think. That's why we get in a lot of trouble with women, because we're using the physical attraction of our penis getting hard, and all we want is to get that release. And once the release goes, we leave them and we don't want to be bothered. That's why they call you a dog. That's why that correlation is there. But it has really nothing to do with man and dog being alike. But if you're not being directed by your thought pattern of God being in here and in your heart, then yes, you're going to act like an animal. Go ahead, brother. Had to get that out of me.
I feel the heat already.
Go ahead, brother. I had to get that out.
No, what I was going to say, because
Uh-huh.
it goes back to what we were just talking about. It says, when you said, we just want to get a hard on.
Yes.
Just bust a nut.
Yes.
But
yes.
see, as dogs, gods go from one
Here go one place to the other.
to another, and we as men, we like
We do the same
We
thing.
go from one girl to
To
another girl.
That's right. Because there's nothing up here. It's nothing but sawdust up in here.
Yep.
So you can't think. You remember the Wizard of Oz? The Scarecrow said, if he would give anything to get a brain.
Yep.
Majority of us as men, we got straw up here.
And I like the line because he said, all I want is courage.
With courage. But many of us as men, we don't have courage because we're so fearful of making that commitment. We want to back off, but we rather be a dog and stick our penis in any little hole that open up. You know, hey, come on, let's just be for real. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? We want to stick
That's why I'm laughing because we're on the same brain.
Yeah, we want to stick our thing in any little hole as long as we get a release, and then we off to something else.
But see, what we don't realize is half of us don't use condoms.
That's right. And then we wonder.
And then we wonder why we got STDs, why we got AIDS, why we got all these kids out here.
That's right.
Because your dumb ass didn't use a condom.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
They go back. I like when we were just talking about the Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
It made me think of this part of Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when the lion, they were in the witch's castle, right?
Yes.
You remember when the lion, he was on his tail?
Yeah.
It just reminded me that when we talked about the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies.
Have you seen the new one?
No.
It's about Oz, Welcome to Oz or something like that?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
No. I like the original. I've been watching since I was a kid, since the 60s, man. That's right, I love it.
Look.
I know, that's right. That's right. All right, let's go down to when humans are referenced. Go down to the bottom there, brother.
When humans are referenced as having animal instincts and is used as an analogy
That's right. We just
for
said
animal-like behavior.
That's right.
This analogy is seen more commonly in protection of young in mating or sex drive.
That's right. We just said that. We just said it.
Raw dog.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it, Tyrone. That's funny.
So this goes back, man. We're not trying to make this out of a joke. This is serious. You know, and we want.
But me and you have that bond where we understand it's funny to us, but it's actually real serious.
It's serious. It's serious business.
But, and we understand that.
And we wonder why women call us dogs because, see, you have not really learned what a man is.
Man, you a dog.
That's right. Because it's not only the point of you don't know what a man is, you don't, the question goes back to again, Brother Josh.
Who am I?
Who am I? If you don't know who you are and what you were created for, yes, you're going to be a dog. You are, because you have no sense of direction. You have no purpose, no definition of what a man is and what his job is on the earth. So yes, you're going to act just like an animal. And you wonder why, and you know, Brother Josh, we look at this all the time on TV. These guys go out there committing all these heinous crimes, just like animals do, because they
96% of the crimes
are committed by men. That's right. And the reason for that, because if we're not taught and trained, and if you have a bad past, if you have a lot of traumatic events in your life, that can lead you to act like a dog. Because if nobody treated you with love and respect,
you don't know how to give it.
There you go, brother. Good God from Zion. That's right. You will not learn how to give it. So you'll abuse. See, when you don't understand something, you will abuse it.
Yep.
That's women. That's your job. If you're going to steal, if it's drugs, all that stuff, the stuff that you don't understand, you're going to abuse it to an extreme. Anything that God, you know, man, I was talking, good God from Zion, I ain't got my darn phone. Brother Josh, the other day, I sent something out, and I know you've seen it. I think it was maybe. What's the day? What is the day? Thursday? Friday? I think it was last Thursday. No, I think it was Monday. It had to be Monday. I sent something out on Facebook, and it says that thinking is not bad or good, but when you start to think about it, then it becomes bad and good. And then I'm gonna tell you what.
I think I saw.
Okay, I got a text back from somebody said, "Since when?" Now,
oh boy.
Okay, I didn't answer it because I knew she wasn't on my same level. I understood that because I know what was going on. When God, and I want to say it because this brings us back to what we talk about here. What happened was when God created the heavens and the earth, and He put man in the garden, man didn't have to think about anything, and everything He put there in that garden was good, right or wrong.
Right.
All he had to do was do what God told him to do. There was no issue.
And then along came woman.
There you go. Along came woman, and then when the enemy spoke to her, then she started to think. That's when bad and good comes in. Because now, what happened is he didn't need to have that in the garden because he didn't need that. He didn't have to think about that stuff because everything was there for him. But now, since that thing happened in the garden, now we have to choose between good and evil. But thinking in itself is not bad because in the beginning it didn't exist.
Dwelling on what?
There you go.
what is or what's not to be.
That's right. But in the beginning, it was no such thing as bad or good. There we go. So that takes us back to men acting like dogs or animals.